Pretty good, guys. I love those sound effects. I like that one too. I can't believe... How's it going, Ka? Thank you.
FBI, open up!
Hello is here. Ka is here. Negativist login out is here, so I guess we can get started. Raven's here. Well, look who it is. Starting a little bit early today because the football playoffs start later today, and I'm fixing to watch them. A curry. Hopefully the how's it going, Crusader? Thank you guys for keeping me company on this gaming experience today. I turned the brightness up off stream yesterday. Hello is here. The usual suspects. Thank you guys. I should make you all VIPs. All of you. Each and every one of you. Drinking some tea. I already had coffee. The DRUID. If you suck at ARPGs, I have created a strategy. Now, if you suck at ARPGs, you've come to the right place. Because I suck at ARPGs. But I was bound and determined to create a strategy for myself. We lost New World, which is the game I was going to stream when I came back to streaming. There's no reason to play or stream New World at this point in time, unless another company buys the game. Amazon Games has given up on developing video games, and that's probably a good move on their part. It's very expensive, and the locations where they were developing the games I know very well. Irvine and San Diego are very high cost areas. If you think housing is expensive in Los Angeles, you've seen nothing if you have not seen Irvine and or San Diego. So it's very expensive. And they just didn't want to let it cook for a few years. It's unfortunate because it's stupid Amazon. They were willing to go 15 years losing money on their package delivery business. But they didn't want to lose, and they're still losing money on Twitch. But they just didn't, for whatever reason. And they came up with whatever excuse. But their long-term vision, I think, was extremely flawed. Because if they did Lord of the Rings right, that would have been a huge hit, and they could have done it differently. They could have monetized it more. They could have just talked to the people at Cryptic on how to monetize a video game. You can make it to where if people want to advance, they could pay money. Or you could go 100% free to play using an exchange. So everyone's happy. Everyone's happy. And that's all they had to do was do what Neverwinter did and have some foresight on how to monetize a game, maybe like Lord of the Rings. And just, again, use New World as a learning experience. But Amazon did not have that long-term vision, and they just decided to shut the whole frickin' thing down. So, yeah, I guess Jeff's yacht is getting too expensive to run or something. Get your coffee, guys. It's gaming, and it's gaming talk, as usual. We will talk about Path of Exile 2. We will play Path of Exile 2, but of course we do gaming talk and whatever comes up. Any news, big news on gaming, bring it into the chat, and of course we talk about it. Final Fantasy XIV is a good game. It's too much for me. I liked Neverwinter because it was pretty simple. A pretty simple, straightforward game. The original Neverwinter I liked. You didn't have to have great micro skills. It was just about setting up your build, We might get Classic. Yeah, Final Fantasy 14 is a great game. I mean, you know. Well, a Curry, you never know. There might be some gameplay. There will be some gameplay, especially in the future. I want to really sink into POE 2, especially now that I have found something, not that I'm good, it's just something I enjoy. I love the bear. I love the druid bear. And so we're going to take that all the way through. And it's a good time to do it now. We already are in a little bit of a lull on POE 2. So I'm basically, what I'm doing is I'm prepping for the next season is what I'm doing. It is. Yeah, it is on the table. Neverwinter Classic is on the table. And they sent out a survey to their, I think they sent a in-game mail to people to take the survey. I think that's how they did it. And then the word got out. Nova made a video, put a link to the survey. I filled out the survey. I think tons of people filled out the survey. And they probably weren't expecting, you know. Now there's going to be a little bit of a war going on here. The existing players that love Neverwinter are not too happy about this. They are not happy about this. They're worried that the already small player base for the current game of Neverwinter is going to be made even smaller. So we need to be careful, you know. I don't want to dump on the current player base, because if they're happy, you know, hey, if you're happy, I'm happy, okay? If you're happy playing a particular game, I'm not going to rain on your parade, okay? So, you got the regular mail. Okay, yeah. I logged into my account, one of my fake accounts on Neverwinter a while back, and I saw an email in there about taking the survey. In-game mail. But either way, yeah, I'm not going to play the current Neverwinter. It's not for me. If they do come out with Classic, and they hopefully use the existing current, the original game, but there's no guarantee. They may redevelop the game. So we have to wait and see. If there's any news, if you guys see any news, please, you know, let's talk about it. But they're only going to do it if they think they can make money. Okay. I made videos on this. It looks to me like they're setting up for it, guys. They purchased back the developers, the game, the company. Perfect World is back. The boys are back. They're getting the band back together. All those employees that are currently working on Neverwinter, they work for Cryptic now. They work for Perfect World, or whatever the company's name is now. It's got a different name. Something Gold. There's some name about it. They changed the name, but it's the same people. Yeah, I want the AC/DC. It's the same people. They got the band back together. Why would they do that? Why would they get the band back together? How's it going, Achilles? Guys, make sure to follow Achilles. He's a fellow streamer. He streams Path of Exile too. Not TOO. No, yeah, he streams Path of Exile 2 too. What a freak. You should be able to see the game today. I had the brightness too low. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of, Curry. The developers from New World, you know, get Asterdoll back. Get Asterdoll back. And they brought in some other developers too. Over on, oh no, Asterdoll is not working on New World. He was working on Ashes of Creation, I think. And I would get out of that frickin', that's just a disaster over there. I would get away from, he should go back up, you know. No, we're upstairs. Yeah, POE's dark. I turned up the brightness off stream yesterday really high. we'll go over what we got here. Every day I stream, look how much brighter it is. It should look better. I really cranked it up. We'll go over like my gear and where I'm at before we start playing. Suck down this tea. We got football today, later today. The playoffs. Playoffs? You talking about the playoffs? The playoffs? One of the games is on Amazon Prime. It looks better? Yeah, good. Because it was looking... Boy, that was embarrassing. But that was my first stream back after 2 years. I think it was a little more than 2 years. It feels like longer. When I stopped streaming, the intent was basically to never come back. You know, to sail off into the sunset. And so much has changed. Twitch allows you to stream on multi-platform now. So, it used to be just Twitch for live streaming, especially video games, and that has changed. You got Twitch, you got Kick, you got Rumble, you got TikTok, and people are like... Ninja actually led the charge on this. I mean, he streamed on multiple platforms. You know, Ninja doesn't get enough credit for what he did for gaming, what he did for Twitch, what he did for some of the other big streamers, and I just don't think he gets enough credit for what he did, because I was here. I saw in 2018 what he did for Fortnite and for gaming, and I just don't think Ninja gets enough credit for everything he's done for all streamers, really. He brought in so many people to watch streaming. Video game streaming. Yeah, Gray Haster told me that there's a product called Meld. And I downloaded it, but I just haven't installed it. And it's going to make it very easy and seamless to just pick the 3 main platforms, which that's what I'm going to do, which is Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. I forgot to mention YouTube. So I could stream on those 3 at the same time. And anyone who is a streamer, I would look into multi-platform streaming. Why not? Why not? So I'm going to look into that product. And I was reading some about it yesterday on their website. I just haven't installed it yet and set it up. I don't want to use Restream.io, which is what I used to use. They want you to pay to go to more than 2, and they want you to pay. It's called Meld, M-E-L-D, M-E-L-D. So if you want to take a look at it, M-E-L-D, do a search, Meld streaming software. Do a search on that. Let me know what you think. Gray Haster recommended it yesterday. Today I'm going to show you how to calculate DPS. Especially if you're going to use trade and you... and I know Achilles has an overlay for it, but I'm going to show you how to calculate DPS, because you might be looking at trade and saying, well, the trade shows the DPS. My weapon has all these numbers. I don't know what DPS is. So I'm going to show you that today. As far as I know, that's how this works. But beyond using trade, I hit level 15 yesterday, so I already have some gear waiting for me. Now, what I'm doing here is I'm working on a strategy. I don't care about these characters right now. It don't matter to me. I've made so many. I'm just working on a strategy that I can implement into basically any league in the future. So effectively, what I'm doing is I'm prepping for the next league, is what I'm doing. The temple, I don't know how it works. A little, I click some buttons. We're going to go into the temple today. I click some buttons. I try to make a little connection or whatever. I don't know the synergies between rooms. I need to find out if the temple is going to be carried forward into the next league, How is it going to work if it is? Are they going to nerf it? Because they need a new mechanic to get people to play. So is the temple going to be carried forward into the next league, or is it not going to be carried forward? That I don't know. So right now I don't care. I'm just looking for a strategy, a plan that I can implement in all leagues going forward. And this is what I have so far. I start, it's all druid, but I start as a frost werewolf. And the ascendancy is oracle, and I'm going to take it as far as I can go until I run out of enjoyment or whatever. I'm going to use that because I find it easier to play the game early on a new refresh of an economy using the werewolf as opposed to the bear. My ultimate goal is the bear. And I know Achilles said yesterday that you can switch ascendancies, but in the interest of having many hours of content to play and stream, and I do enjoy the campaign, I'm going to go a frost werewolf and then make a new character and use the gear, the currencies from the play of the frost werewolf for the bear, because I find the bear to be very sluggish early game. For me, the bear does not really pick up until later. Rampage and Calamity, and it's very rage based as well. But the bear for me really shines after I get Rampage and Calamity. It's you're getting like deep into the campaign at that point. So I'm working on a strategy for future gameplay because I need to layer that in along with streaming. Because streaming for me is not, it's part gameplay and it's part gaming talk and talk in general. So I need something to just keep burning into my head. Trade is going to be a huge part of this. And yeah, see, Achilles is already using other software and stuff like that. It's something I'm going to have to look at eventually. Definitely. For now, we will definitely be looking at that eventually, because the way I see it, there is no other game that I want to play. And I gave up on Path of Exile 2. You don't know how many times I've quit this game. Pick it up, quit. Pick it up, quit. I tried playing, Minions, and I went all of these build guides, and I just got frustrated. And then finally, just a few weeks ago, I said, let me give it one more try. Let me play the druid. Let me see what I can do. And so, I just kept pushing and reading certain guides and stuff like that. And I found, I think I can do something with this. I think I can get somewhere with it. And I used trade, and I realized how important trade is. And they made it to where you can use trade and go directly to someone's hideout and then just drag and drop the item in, and you don't have to necessarily interact with them. Now, when you start out new, I don't know when that becomes available. Start as Frostwolf, Oracle, go as far as you can. Farm gear and currencies, exalts, whatever. Make a bear, and I'm going to play slow because the gear that I want, I am going to assume will become more available as we go into the new season. Plus, I have found by doing mostly full clears, I not only I find things. I open a chest and I get a gem, So, and then, or I get to interact with the temple mechanic. So I like, the thing about POE 1, the game, they don't want you to do full clears. And I found that kind of like, why? That's no fun. I want to play the map. I love watching, mobs explode and die, and, you know, I'm not why should I be so serious about something? About how much, whatever. This game resets every few months. Why should I take any ARPG serious? Seriously, why should I? When you are reset every few months. Why should I take it serious? You know, plus you play solo. You play solo. It's not like you're under pressure on an MMO to perform in a group to do a dungeon. You're basically, no one plays this as a group. You're solo, you're reset every few months. Why should I care about anything? You know, I just want to be able to, you know, have some enjoyment and gear up and, you know, struggle and then get better gear and then dominate and feel good about it. That's all I'm looking for. I don't care about anything else. Well, why take this game seriously? There's 2,000 divs. See, so you're just too far ahead of me. You know how many divs I have gotten in this league so far? One div I found. Yeah, the thing that's good about POE 2 right now is that it's more accessible. It's more accessible to people, and I like that. So I've got some gear sitting around. Let's take a look at this. The good thing about this gear here is it's got levels to melee skills. Yeah, this is just level 9. This one here I picked up playing the game like on the Wolf or something, and this was a drop. And there's no level requirement, so I keep it. And if I start a new character, I just throw this on first thing. This guy here. The more you play into a season, thank you for the lurk, the more you play into the season, the easier everything is going to get for you. Because you're going to have gear and currencies and stuff like that. I don't know what I'm going to do when the new league for POE 1 comes out. I just cannot. Actually, I've never even used trade in that game. I don't know. Maybe if there is a way to go in POE 1 and use trade to become successful in the game. I don't think I've ever gone to mapping in POE 1. I have ended up quitting. So I don't know. I don't know if POE 1 is if I'm going to make an attempt there or not. Okay, so here's DPS 204, 68, Maul and Furious Slam, 204 and 68, 258 and 86, and then this one, 300 and 100. Why did this one, I don't even have any gems on this. This is level 12. 2860, 2647 full quality. I don't even have any quality on this yet. But this one does not have levels to melee. This one does. So that helps my skills here. Let's take a look. Let's put this in and then take a look. Plus 2 levels from global modifiers. Now, does plus levels only help with DPS, or are there more things? I don't know. Either way, they're both pretty good. Yeah. Work right. Let's see. But at low level crit, hit chance is a bait since it'll boost the tooltip but give you 3% more crit. DPS and mana. Oh, there's a notification I just see. Incoming ad break starts in 54 seconds. Guys, if you're going to be on Twitch, I don't know. Like, I have Twitch Turbo, and if you're going to be on Twitch a lot, you know, if you can afford it, like I use Twitch Turbo, so I don't have to worry about any of that stuff. with ads. But let's take a look at this one that I put in. +2 to mana skills, and now it's doing cold damage, which this build is going to do fire damage, I think, but so I'm not sure which one's better here. This does not have levels to melee skills, but it does have fire damage. And am I doing any fire yet? Volcano, don't care about right now. It's weird. When I use Maul, it creates fire, but I don't think it does fire damage. I don't know. Let's just check real quick what else I have, because I'm level 15. I think I have a level 16 item. Here's a level 15. Elemental damage, 25 to 53. Ooh, this one's good. We're going to go with this one. Plus it's got gems in it, so... yeah. Fire, fire, fire. Don't need lightning damage, but for the wolf, the frost wolf, the way it works is you use thunderstorm, I think it's called, and then you go into bear form or werewolf form, and that swap gives you we use the passive tree to get a bunch of bumps on the swap, and then you're shocking everyone. Something like that. Let's try this out and see how it goes. Any gear? Any gear? Any gear? We're going to have to keep an eye on this. We got to get... ultimately, for me, it's armor and it's HP, and then the resistances as well. And then, as you guys know, during the stream, I just stop at any moment in time if I think about something to talk about or whatever, you know. Keeley's is like, let's go get the loot. L-U-T-E. Keeley's is a Path of Exile expert. Oh. Maybe we go to the temple. See that fire that gets created? But I don't think it's... there's... Oh, so pretty! So pretty! Oh, I forgot to use my... let's get that... I did use some shockwave totems to help out early. We might run into the temple mechanic at some point. I don't know if it tells me how many more I have to do. God, I could see it so much better. I can't believe all this time I've been playing this game with such low brightness. And like I was saying before, the early game, it looks slow, it looks lumberous. Later game, when I get Rampage and Calamity, it's going to be much different. One more crystal, let's see, it's up there somewhere. I'm not going to do any crafting unless I guess I'm inside of a temple and I need to, like, use the freebies. As far as I know at this point in time, the game is mostly RNG or all RNG when it comes to crafting. There may be some places where you get a choice with the desecration, I guess, but I think over time, they may add more deterministic crafting. I don't know. Maybe endgame stuff has more deterministic. I don't know, because I have as little as I know about this game. The endgame, I really don't know much at all. I feel like I'm playing a different game now because of turning the brightness up. I can actually see. Find her, the hut. And I think I need to find the, careful when running. If you run into mob, you'll get knocked down. This is not too much different than, like, the warrior. I think the warrior is pretty, like, early game. You're basically doing, a couple of skills. It doesn't look too exciting. Late game on this character, we'll be filling the screen with fireballs, and I'll be running around using a rampage.
Nature takes what's owed.
I need to get the loot thing and then move on because I'm not getting any XP here. Let's see if we can find that village. Drink some tea before it gets cold. How's it going, Rickers? Essences, exactly. That's right. That's right. Essences. That's your deterministic. And then, so I was right. Desecration. Yeah. Tag specific omen. Okay. Thanks, Rickers. Yeah, so, for the crafters, and then, so yeah, you guys both kind of verified together there. Click on, what do you mean click on the arrow to see how much damage it does? Oh, I think you're talking about, like, this. This? When you said click on the arrow. So you could do this and the game basically calculates it for you. So when you're looking at something on the market, you can compare it this way, I guess. I don't know. Because these are two different DPSs, whereas here is one DPS. So I think we take this, 25 plus 53 divided by 2 times 1.2. That would be the number we would compare to the trade number, I would think. I guess. I mean, putting aside the suffixes and all that. Do you know, it's freaking cold, man, in Los Angeles. It's like 50 degrees or something out here. Path of building, yeah. I don't know. Are you guys going to do the next league for POE 1? I might just stick with POE 2. Because I just, like, I don't know. I've got so much to learn. It's pretty cool that you've got this company actually basically running 2 different games that are somewhat the same, but much different. Take that. Yeah, baby, give me those gems. I feel like, I don't know, the league feels a little bit borked to me already. I mean, I don't feel like, I feel like the economy is somewhat not a good representation of what it's going to be in the next league. For me to be able to sell a few weeks ago or whatever, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, I picked up 1 divine and I sold it on the exchange for like 430 exalts, and then used the exalts to buy weapons. I don't think 1 divine is really worth that much. So the economy, I think, got a little bit broken in this league. And like I said earlier, I don't care about this league. I care about the next one. Because it's going to be a reset, of course. And I want to be able to function and have a plan for myself under a economic reset. So that's kind of what I'm like. I don't care about this league. I'm just kind of learning for the next league. And I don't know. I don't think they've announced if... I don't think they've announced whether this league mechanic is here to stay or not, you know. Yeah, it's pretty much destroyed. How's it going, Nick? Flow Show. It's been more than 2 years since I've streamed, and my first stream back was yesterday. 2.5-hour test stream. And I was planning on coming back. But I was going to stream New World, but New World is going to go belly up, at least at this point in time. So New World, so I had to find something else, and I decided to give POE 2 another try, and to find something that I could do that I enjoy. And luckily they came out with a DRUID. But it's more the items themselves. Yeah, I don't know. It was the same range? Okay, good. Because, for me, because I'm not a good ARPG player, if I can get to mapping, it is a success. If I can take 1 character and by my own work, include using trade, and if I can get to mapping, tier 1 maps, I feel like I have beaten the game. That I feel like I am a success. Because it is so rare. That's how bad I am at ARPGs. Okay, I think I need to find the entrance to the next area, unless I did it already. I don't know. I think I did it already. So let's just get this thing.
You found my loot. I think I shall...
You found my loot.
I'll be careful.
I want this here armor, and then armor applies to elemental damage, and then I'm going to start working. I want this here. This guy right here. So for now we'll go strength. Every strength gets you 2 HP, I believe. Unless I need dex for something, but that would be later. We're going to go this here. Matchmaking. How's it going? No, I don't. No, that's the filter that I put into the camera matchmaking. It's a filter I bought. It's called Make You Look Younger filter. Everything looks fine and dandy right now. Just wait till I get to the first boss. Derpage 9000. So this area, I think there's some tools I'm looking for, and then there's just a boss. For me, you know, like maybe the day will come when, if I can stick with this game, and maybe the day will come when crafting stuff myself would be on the table once I learn how to do it or whatever properly.
Tremble!
Can we do this? This? Whoa!
Nature takes what's old.
Speaking of essences, upgrades a magic to a rare, adding a guaranteed modifier. So this is what Rickers and Keely's talking about. So this is one way to guarantee something. And I assume people use these things. I think you can trade. I think just about anything is tradable in this game. I don't know. Either through trade or through the exchange. I have enough storage tabs to kind of like, you know, put things, organize stuff. I think every time I hit this at-will, let's call it, it not only builds rage, but then it builds damage as well. I need to make sure to take the time when I do something, read the tooltip. But for now, you know, my main thing was to find a class I like to play and all that, and that's the good part, is that I found what I like to play. Well, I know Nick Floshow was, I know he streamed a few times over the last couple of years. I lurked when I saw him streaming. I think there was one time he was even like putting furniture together or something. He probably thought no one was watching. I was watching. Well, I have many different, well, I don't know if that was YouTube only. Or am I going to get to do a temple? Now, where does it show the count? I don't see it. I don't see the count. Is it the... do I gotta count the crystals? Mana, spirit, rage... Oh, the crystals. So it is the crystals. There's one more to go. That's pretty cool. I think overall... yeah, it's okay, Nick. I mean, I just did it off the cuff, you know. Because it was, it was kind of a test stream to make sure everything worked. because OBS actually doesn't even allow me to do game capture with this game. This is screen capture. So Gray was telling me yesterday there's another product called Meld, M-E-L-D. That's a streaming software. I'm going to look into that. Well, I don't want to do that yet. I thought there was someone's tools or something that I need to get, and there's some loot.
Down, beast!
Eventually I want to set it up so I can, when I stream, it goes to YouTube and Kick also. Kick. Not, you know, it don't matter. YouTube matters because, like, for me, I use, on a lot of my TVs, I use Roku. And Twitch is not on Roku, but YouTube is. I don't know why Twitch is not on Roku, but Rumble is, and YouTube is. So when I'm not on my computer and I'm watching like the big screen TVs, I'm using Roku on most of them. We pretty much got rid of the cable boxes. So if I'm gonna watch Twitch like on a big screen, I have to use like the Xbox or something. Get wrecked. I think this little, every 6 seconds, I get something called, this here, Fist of War. Look at this. Attacks with supported skills are ancestrally boosted every 6 seconds. Now I press the Alt button. Did I get a subscription? Ooh, baby, I got a sub. Thank you, Banner. Look at all the notifications.
X-Banner just subscribed with Prime.
Look at all the notifications. That's what it's all about. Look at all the it looks like I got 30 gifted subs. Holy frick. Thank you. Yes. Hey now. Hey now. Hey now. Yep. I should add more stuff when there's a sub. Like, you know, a bunch of dancing naked ladies or something. A visual. We'll get more, you know, I might move to the Meld software, and then Twitch built in all the notification stuff. There's alerts through Twitch. So there's a lot of stuff that now are integrated into Twitch, and you don't need as much external stuff, I guess. Because I still got Streamlabs and Stream Elements and, you know. But I don't know if sounds are in there, but I've got sound alerts and blurp, and I guess that stuff is all still working. To me, the sound alerts that you guys can use is the most important thing, you know. Yeah, that's the one. I used to have that as a notification. Kalina. The Kalina stuff. What was that noise? Oh, are you... Look, it says Hype Train level 1. That's what that noise was. Oh my god. Freaking Twitch. Do you know what I don't like? Well, I don't know if I like it or not. But you know, in the old days, a new game would come out. You guys use your sound alerts as much as you want. You don't have to wait till I'm done talking, because anything I say is totally meaningless. It's meaningless. Yeah, Juanita's a good name. Use your CPs. Okay, I'm going to roll over the gem. And then I'm gonna hold down the Alt button. Okay, class. And then I'm gonna roll over, ancestrally boost it. That's how you can see the details of the tooltip. This is called a support gem. A support gem. Okay? Pay attention. Pay attention. Does anyone...
Hey now.
Hey now. That's my favorite. What about the,
Kill confirmed.
Oh, that's a good one. My Coco? Is my Coco still in there? From Lost, That's a good one. My Coco, what's the game I used to play? Was it Lost Ark? Collect those little My Cocos. Yeah, Achilles, but I was gonna... There it is. I was gonna wait for, the temple. Because the temple has tables, but I know I have jeweler's orbs.
Down in your door.
See, I'm playing the game like it's a,
I've fallen, and I can't get up!
That's all you need? It's still good? That's the only tech you need as a streamer? Are sound alerts like that? I don't need to be no burnt peanut. The moment I watched Burnt Peanut for the first time, I'm like, he's using this, like, that's Dr. Disrespect right there, you know. Thank you for the lurk, I appreciate it. We'll save this. Just like old times, boys. I saw Burnt Peanut, and I'm like, that looks like the same tech as Dr. Disrespect used to use. Turns out he hired the same guy that used to work for Dr. Disrespect to do his tech. I'm like, well, that makes perfect sense.
You stupid.
Totally.
It's time to stop.
Oh my god, I miss those things so much. That's a good one.
Nature takes what's owed.
I think what I'm looking for is, I think this is the place.
Nothing!
Yeah.
You lose! Good day, sir!
Did he die while I was away? Well, we lost Gene Hackman, but I'm talking about the other Gene Wilder. Or maybe that was a long time ago. So many people have died that were celebrities when I was a kid, and over the last couple of years. It's hard to count anymore.
Ain't nobody got time for that!
And there's a good one. That's a good one. Robert Redford. Did I get a level? Ooh, nice.
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you? Learn something from this.
Can't stop laughing. Oh, if you're playing this game and you hit escape, you actually pause the game. So, you know. Because I'm going to heat up some water. And then we'll... Oh, then we'll...
Let's get ready to rumble!
Hey, that's pretty expensive. That is pretty expensive. I'm going to heat up this tea, and when I come back, we're going to apply this thing that's called a passive point into the tree, and I'll show you how that works. We are going to... This is the learning channel. This is the learning channel for Path of Exile 2. I'll be back in a minute. Brr, brr, brr. I'm really enjoying myself. Don't take it wrong. Get your mind out of the gutter. I'm now going to apply a passive point, it's called. Don't let this confuse you. Nothing like some warm tea in the morning. Sooner or later, love is going to get you. Sooner or later, girl, you got to give in. It's just a matter of time. Make up your mind to get all the love that you've been giving. Girl, it's just a question of when. I told you time and again. You've been looking for love in all the wrong places. Get shit on. That's called dying and cremation, all in less than a second. Okay, well, I think I'm supposed to find some dude's tools, but we're gonna go do the boss. Just like old times, log in out.
Down you'll go.
Get out of here. The way the bear smacks him, it's like... I think there's someone's like toolkit or something. It doesn't give me passive points. This game has come a long, long way. Trying to think of some of the other games I played while I was gone. You know, there is a game called Planet Crafter that I really enjoyed. And I took it again. I took it all the way through. Anyway, let me go find the boss. Maybe this isn't the area I thought it was. It'll unlock the reforging bench. Okay, and then reforging is, let's see if I got this right. You take 3 items with the same... So torn gloves. Did I get this right? I would have to have 3 items that are called torn gloves. And then I could reforge those. Did I get that correct? Is it that name right there? Or is it Bramble Touch, or is it Torn Gloves? One of the two. You can't just throw any gloves in there. I think it has to be the same name. Maybe Torn Gloves. I'm not sure. So that's the reforging bench. Achilles, you're like a... did I get that right? Yeah, I think I looked it up a few weeks ago. And I'm like, I gotta figure this out because I saw the reforging bench and I threw some stuff in there. And I'm like, how come it's not working? What exactly are the 3 identical items? So I did go and make sure to find out. So, I mean, I picked up a few things here and there. I picked up a few things. I'm like, I gotta know. You know, I gotta know. Same base, yeah, but then what you get out of it, I've never even tried. I've never even tried to use it. Boy, thank you guys. Linux Script, I remember you. Pack a Fist, I remember your name. But Linux Script, I definitely remember. Definitely. Luke, I remember Luke. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Raves 4. I saw, actually, there was someone else streaming. And thank you. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I lost a lot of weight, because I was jogging so much. I was jogging like 6 miles a day for a while there. So I got down to almost 170. I'm at 175 right now. Raves, I was watching some stream, and I usually have like 4 streams up at once. And I think Raves actually said something in that stream, and I think he's a moderator in that stream, but I don't remember who it was that was streaming. Okay, guys, I gotta get hyped up for the boss. That's it. I probably saw it in Achilles. I saw it in Achilles. That's it. That's it. guys, just think, like, I don't want to think too far ahead. But if we get Neverwinter Classic, just think what we're going to be doing. Guys, I got to focus. Oh.
Don't do this. Stop. Just wait. Surely we can...
Oh.
No escape.
Oh.
This time.
Fate will take you, bastard!
You've much to answer for. I'll break your damn throat out.
Get the fuck out of here! Do you see the AoE range on that frickin' slam? Dude, you see the range? And then the ancestral boost. Holy frick! Yeah, the reforging thing, I figured out how it worked, but I actually have never used it. That's right. Raves was one of the original... Raves probably thinks that I don't remember anything, but I have a memory for little tidbits that is out of this world. Yeah, this is pretty crazy damage right now because I farmed items on the werewolf and used trade to purchase those things, so I've got stuff at different levels. I was streaming Neverwinter and it was Raves. Someone mentioned, hey, you should do YouTube, make YouTube videos. And I said, YouTube doesn't matter. And it was actually Raves in my stream, and we're talking, this is 2016 or so, said, no, YouTube is extremely important. And so I remember Rafe said that, and so I did create a YouTube channel. Raves probably forgot that he said that. Okay, I hear a lady in distress. Let's go see what this is about. Jeez. Should we? No, just kidding. Talk to Lettuce. You don't remember.
He killed Eamon. Just...
Let's go talk to Lettuce, guys.
I don't know what to
You say it all the time, okay.
Clear fella's safe. We have to get out of here. We can talk there.
Yeah, it's been more than 2 years since I streamed. I came back yesterday for a stream. And we remodeled the house. Madam Secretary said, she said, and I'll put it nicely for the kids. She said, take all your computer crap and move it somewhere else. Because this living room is now going to be a living room where I can bring people over and have tea with them. So I moved everything upstairs. So my computer is upstairs now. So what I did was the Wi-Fi, the router is downstairs. So I purchased I think 2 pieces of equipment. Like a bridge and something else, so that it's hooked up to, it takes from the Wi-Fi, but then I have a thing in there to where you can hook in Ethernet cables, because my computer is Ethernet, it's not Wi-Fi. So I have a bridge upstairs, but it's all accessing the Wi-Fi downstairs. So I thought, well, how am I going to be able to stream? Like, don't I need a wired connection? You know. But it turns out it's working pretty good so far. And I mean, the speed test is not the problem. It's like, are there going to be times when the Wi-Fi doesn't work good, is what I was worried about. Because right now, I mean, if I do a speed test, I don't know, a curry, because I'm not a hardware guy. That's why. But it's not a bad idea. I could take this computer to the shop. I don't do hardware stuff on my own. I mean, you know, within the computer. Well, we're getting close to the end of Act 1. But it's working, Curry. It's working. So, you know. I think the first boss does cold damage, so I want a lot of cold resist. I don't know, I guess. Let's talk to Lettuce. What's wrong, Lettuce?
It isn't worth much. But take this. Perhaps it will aid you against that monster.
Ooh, level 5 gem. Let's go. Curry.
There is only one enter the map.
It's working.
Thank you.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Yeah, Act 1 is cold, 2 is lightning. Okay. Yeah, I figured I'm going to try to stack cold resist. Because I suck at bosses. We're going to run this into Furious Slam. There's nothing new. I'm going to... Oh, no, that's for Werewolf. Werewolf. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Fury of the Mountain. This is what we're looking for. We're gonna put down... So I think I'm going to put down a totem and then do Fury of the Mountain for the fishers. I think that's what I'm doing. Jagged Ground. I don't know if there's a synergy between... I think there is. Between Shockwave Totem when it puts the pulse out and the slam. I don't know. I think so. Okay, let's see what supports we want. Fury of the Mountain. I think additional fishers or something like that. And we're going to put this... well, forget Volcano. Shapes of the bear repeatedly pound the ground to create multi... Let's see what kind of damage. Are we finally doing fire damage? No. Shapeshift bear, AoE, melee, melee, slam, sustain, duration, channeling. Ooh, channeling? Of course, of course. Okay, here we go. We're converting... Thank you, Akuri, for being here today. I appreciate it. If you're going to leave your computer on... I would appreciate you leaving the stream up. I'm just kidding. And tell your family. Just kidding. Convert 80%. It does, right, Negativist? There is a synergy there. We'll find out. We'll do it. Convert 80% of physical to fire. Fire, fire, fire. Gain 3 rage on hit. Good. But it's not really about gaining rage for me. It's going to be about increasing the maximum rage. Because I'm going to pick an ascendancy that actually gives me rage every second. Something like that. So it's going to be, it's not about gaining rage, I think. It's going to be more about increasing the total. Let me see. Let me look at my notes on the support for that. What should I use? What do I want to use? Rapid attacks, Rage, Upheaval, and Fire Pen. Wow, Rapid Attacks is really popular. Fire Pen, but 24 extra fire damage. Rage. Okay, fine. And I think I'm still on level 1 supports, but I did farm. I have plenty of support gems. Rapid attacks, rage. Okay. Yeah, and I have, I mean, I could take this further. I have 20 jeweler's orbs. 20. And I have 3 graders. 3 graders. The reason I have so many is partially because I've been using the temple mechanic to increase the number of sockets. And just from farming different characters. Yeah. The temple mechanic has if they're going to keep the temple into future leagues, and they're cheap, yeah, until you want 4 or 5, right? These are cheap. But once you go here and further, I think it's like, you know, it's beyond my means. But I think the temple mechanic, if they're going to carry that forward into the next league, I assume it's going to get nerfed. But I don't know. I don't know. Unless they leave it like it is, but then they add more end-game difficulty. I don't know what their plan is. But the temple mechanic has actually really made certain things much easier to acquire. There's no question about it. I have 378 exalts because the game gave me 1 divine on a character I had by playing the game, not through the temple, and I exchanged it for like 430 exalts, and then I used those to do trade. Now I'm going to assume higher tier, like if I go into end game, true end game, exalts are not going to do me any good. Everything's going to be a div based economy. I'm going to make that assumption. I probably will be able to live in lower tier maps for a while, eventually, but once I want to go beyond that, it's going to be a different story. I think I have a tab just for rings and, yeah. These tabs here, these things, this is stuff I purchased a long time ago. Okay, that's good to hear, Negativus. Achilles was showing me a piece of gear yesterday in-game that was just, like, you know, perfect for the bear. But I assume the value of that is insane. I would like to be able to just use exalts. you know, to enjoy the game. Because that's all I'm looking for. I fell in love with the skill called Rampage and Calamity. And I just want to be able to function with those things. I don't need to go, you know, I don't need to take over the world. Is the game going to reset every few months? You play solo. There's no group dynamic to where you got to put pressure on yourself to perform, you know. I like pretty explosions, and I like the way the bear looks. That's how I look at things. Don't I have a tab for Essence? I do. These tabs, I purchased this stuff years ago in POE 1. And the company was gracious enough to carry all of this forward into POE 2. So I'm not going to complain about them trying to monetize the game a little bit more, because I have sunk my costs into this game years ago, and I consider this to be an extremely cheap game to play. Okay, let's go test out this frickin' Fury of the Mountain. Yeah, and I can already add gem slots, and I'm just concerned that I was going toward that. I'm concerned that I am not going to get married to how this game currently plays, because this game might play different in the next league. The game is so generous right now, at least for the part I've played. I'm not going to count on that generosity. But if it stays, fine. But I'm loose. I'm playing loose and free, because I don't know what things are going to look like in the next league, which is really more of what I'm concerned about. Because the next league, of course, is economy reset, and I have nothing. So I have a strategy that I'm working on to implement when the economy has been completely reset. Okay? Yep. There's the frickin' toolbox. Like, what the... This right here. So where is he? He's in the village. Let's see if that thing is still open. The instance. Failed to join the instance. I don't like leaving things, you know. Let's see. Farmlands, no. It was village. Was it not? Let's see if it's open. Shh. Coming through. Get out of my way. I'll try a little bit. Oh, I need to test the... Okay, see that? Now I'm gonna have to get to end game. Yeah. No. What do you mean by splitting profit? What do you consider endgame? You mean mapping? I'm practicing for the next league. I don't know what you're talking about. You're scaring me. Look at this, one swipe. That's an AoE. But I gotta practice the thing. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I gotta remember I have it. Oh, I know what I need. Mapping and temple, okay. Mapping, more like base game, okay. Oh, you run groups. Oh, I see how you do it. Okay. Yeah, well, don't hold your breath waiting for me, but that sounds like fun for the future for sure. Oh, there's an ad break, I guess. Oh, I didn't know you run these groups. Oh, I like it. I like it. I like it. I need to add the thing that lets me put down 2 totems, and then also the speed. The speed of putting the totem down, wherever that is. Here we go. Just like the Tong days. So that's how Achilles runs things. You do groups, and then you take all the loot and then you split it. Something like that. That sounds like fun. I'm looking forward to that, for sure. Just like Tomb of the Nine Gods. I have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to the map. I don't want to spend 4 hours during a stream going over this, okay? Because I don't want to bog down the stream with, you know. I think some stuff got removed. Guys, look at my snake. I think what people are doing is they're trying to... I think there's 2 things going on here. Or run with the loot. Yeah, I don't... So you guys split the rewards. You don't sell stuff and then split the currency, right? You split the rewards. So you guys are like farming together, and then everything that's good goes in, and then you guys are like, oh, hey, there's 10 divs. Okay, everyone gets 2 each. Something like that. Do you know what just 1 div is worth to me? But I want to earn it, of course, you know. So I think people are trying to build this thing where this just kind of works itself around. And I think there's synergy between some of the rooms. There's some kind of power structure. There's something to do with killing the architect, unlocking medallions. I think medallions are used to help protect a room from being destroyed, something like that. And it's like, so what I need to find out is this league mechanic staying or not before I care about becoming an expert at this frickin' temple. You know, they put a lot of effort into this. I am going to assume this league mechanic is staying forever, but maybe they'll nerf the rewards, you know. No, I like the idea of group play specifically to farm currencies. You know what I mean. and then like, hey, you know, it's something different, and it sounds like fun. It sounds like a lot of fun. And I think possibly part of this snake concept, I'm going to guess, is it makes it easier for you to run it so that you could just go from one room to the next, maybe as a part of this as well. And I know there's tiers of these things. I just, like, you know. If the mechanic is going to stay into the next leagues, then, you know, I will probably have to spend a lot more time learning it, or finding someone who will actually take you from the beginning and give some strategies about how everything works and what you should try to do. But I'm basically been just clicking buttons on this thing because I just don't know what the hell's going on. I'm just telling you the truth. I just have no idea. Is the, you know, build this, but then get to the architect. I have no freaking idea. Looks good to me. So, is there anything I really want to upgrade? Actually, there isn't, because I don't give a crap. I just want exalts, is all I want. Which I don't even need anymore. So I'm just doing this. Actually, the gem cuttings, the thing that gives me more... Actually, I don't even need to run this frickin' thing. I don't even know.
Rambo!
I just need an overpowered talisman and a frickin' gear with armor and HP, and I can pretty much just use exalts to buy all that. Protecting the rooms and yeah. So I think if you make a snake, and I could be totally wrong about this. If you make a snake and then you protect the final room, then you protect the whole snake. Is that a reasonable statement to make? And of course we know there's probably synergies between the rooms. Put this room next to this room. Did I get that right? So I got that right, okay. And there's a medallion that everyone raged about because it only helped end gamers who already had the temple built, because they removed it and then they added it back in. Some frickin' medallion. And that sounds, yeah, locking the end room. So it sounds pretty cool. There are some players of this game that are like, look, you took the only thing away that we enjoy. Because there's just some people that, they play the game 15 hours a day or whatever, and there's this league mechanic that people enjoyed, and they took away part of that. And so, because of Fubgun or whatever, and I'm a big fan of his, by the way. I do watch him. Ben Fubgun, but Ben is kind of a... he's really more of a POE 1 kind of guy, because that game plays at the pace that he likes. Ben likes fast pace, and POE 1, Ben, to me, he's must watch streams when POE 1 starts a new league. And I mean, I could sit there on a VOD and watch Ben's 13 hours of him starting a POE 1 league, because he is so good at POE 1, and whenever there's a competition for POE 1, Ben usually wins the laptop.
Rock and bone!
I gotta remember to use this thing. So fire damage is on the table now. I need to be able to put out 2... we'll have to add something here to... oh, overabundance. Hello? I can do 2. I think there's something that adds additional fissures on the slam. I don't know which one it is. But this is going to help. It's not for me. This will get me deeper into the game. The ultimate goal for me is Calamity and Rampage. See, they're just coming out too slow. God, by me turning the brightness up, I can actually see now. The room is cleared. Okay, rare. I don't really, like, do I have any rare that needs more? What, 6 is the maximum, right? I mean, okay, I'll throw this in. Fine. This is gonna get, I gotta replace this guy anyway. Like I said, crafting to me is 20% chance. Yeah, there is something. Is it passive? I don't know. I remember seeing something, reading something. We'll look at that. I wrote down notes about how I want to build. For now, not too concerned. I could actually see. I can see. I've been playing this game all this time, you know, with the brightness too low. How's it going, Sciatica? Thank you for that. Did I pronounce that correctly? Because I have frickin' sciatica. The way I'm playing this game is all I care about are exalts. and then we just run this puppy right over here. Oh shit. Let's see if this works. Holy crap. Okay, no more joking around, bro. That worked pretty good. I put this down. It did some pretty good damage. Okay, here we go. I think... Oh, this is quality. Quality. What about this? This is already 20%. I should have brought some other weapon with me. I don't think you can go... I don't think I can go and back to my storage box, right? Yeah, so I've had bouts of sciatica over the years, no question about it, from lifting weights in the old days. You don't have to use it, you can take it? What do you mean? Take it? I didn't know you could do this! Oh my freaking god! I didn't know you could do that. I'm like, Quinn, oh my god, how could I not know this? Thank you. I didn't even think about... I thought the take was to take your thing after you... I didn't know you could do this. How's it going, Rooster? Thank you for coming in. Thank you, guys. Football playoffs start later today. Wildcard games. Hey now. Can you believe it?
Just followed.
Thank you for the follow. That's the first follow since I've come back to streaming. So, I'm gonna have a party tonight. What the? I didn't know. I didn't know you could do this. I didn't know. Oh my God, how stupid. This is why streaming is good. I already thought about this like a week ago. I'm like, I got to start streaming again because I'm not learning. You know, I'm learning too slow. And when you stream, you really learn fast, especially if people show up. What does a guy got to do for people to show up these days? Thank you guys for being here. Get up.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
See you guys on the next league. I'm going to do a, you know, see, like, when people, like, whenever there's a new league, everyone's rushing. They're rushing through the game. And that's fine if that's what you want to do. But I don't understand, you know? Because after a few weeks, a lot of people are just bored already. So for me, I'm going to take my time. I got no, there's nothing. I'm just like, you know. When I kill a mob, I enjoy the moment. Do you know what's one of the most exciting things for me in this game? Is when I make a successful purchase on trade. Because I earn those exalts. And I see something that I'm like, oh my God. The price is right. It's the gear I love. You know? That's been one of the happiest moments is when I make a successful purchase. And then, you know, I sell stuff too. I sold something yesterday right on stream. Yeah, Nick, this league started a few weeks ago. So, hardcore, okay, so there's 3 different ways to play. There's standard, there's solo self-found, and then there's hardcore. And you can mix hardcore and solo self-found. And me personally, and solo self-found is you can't use trade. But every solo self-found character will share the same inventory. So solo self-found, no trade. You have fresh inventory, refresh inventory. But if you create multiple characters on solo self-found, you share the inventory on SSF characters. But no trade. That's the big thing, is there's no trade in SSF. Hardcore is if you die, the game starts over for you. Now, if you have hardcore and you die, anything that's in your inventory stays. Anything that's on your character, I don't know if that stays or not. Someone can answer that. I don't know, because I don't play hardcore. Then you have something called hardcore SSF. So hardcore, you die, you start over, a new character, and then SSF means no trade. But I assume that anything in storage will still be there. So that if you die in hardcore, you should have an easier time on your next run on hardcore because there's items in your inventory that you can pull. I'm making some assumptions here. Ooh. Now, Nick, if Nick has anyone that is like hasn't played this game or attempted to play this game like me in the past and have just been frustrated, and believe me, I have picked up this game and quit so many times. And usually the quitting starts at the first boss in Act 1, when I realize that, I say to myself, this is only Act 1. Why is this so difficult? So, and not everyone's like that. But I have quit this game many times. But I came back and I decided I'm going to find something where Act 1, that I can just get through Act 1. What do I have to do? What do I have to do to get through Act 1? So I just worried about that. And then I realized, okay, I got to have cold resist. I need to, and I don't know when trade is available. I actually don't know. Like on a new character, a new league, when does trade actually become available? I am not sure about that. But I was able to find something. Yeah. I was able to find like a character that I can at least perform somewhat good in Act 1. And this time around, because I had quit for good, and that was the werewolf, Druid. Druid is a new class that we just got. So if there was no Druid in this game, I would not be playing it right now. Because I was able to find at least something where I could make it work, to some degree. And of course, how many times have I looked at guides, and written guides especially, and like I just did everything they said to do, and I just couldn't kill the first boss, and I just said, that's it, I'm done. Do you know how many times I've uninstalled Path of Exile 2? So if you're new and you feel that way, just remember, I will guarantee you one thing, and there's no question in my mind. I am a much worse ARPG player than you will ever be. Ever. Just keep that in mind. The only reason that someone might think that I'm a good gamer is because the original Neverwinter it was all preparation. It's all what you do before the dungeon. The original Neverwinter. Hollowed Ground covered half the map back in the day. So it was all prep for me. And all I had to do was prep. I didn't have to be a micromanagement person in Neverwinter. And then the only other thing I'm good at are build-it games, like Satisfactory, which is just a totally different game. It's building machines, because I was a software engineer. I take to that much easier, You don't need micro skills for that. That's engineering. And put your timepieces away. I know I've been in this frickin' thing for 2 hours, okay? I know. Don't put me on the clock, because I'm talking too. My stream is like, let's play, but let's talk about some things, and let's learn. Did anyone learn anything here today? Don't answer that question. But I learned something today, okay? It's always available. You can put stuff in before Act 4, okay? Yeah, I need the new league to see if my strategy is going to work. I need the new league. And guys, if you're good at ARPGs, don't read this, okay? This ain't for you. This is for me. I start as a Frost Werewolf. It's going to be Oracle, Ascendancy. Go as far as I can. Farm, gear, and currencies. Then I'm going to come back. And Achilles said you could change your Ascendancy, which I didn't know, but I like making a new character because I like the campaign. I'm a campaign Andy. I was sent here with the Gold Mike series. Silent, Who sent you here? Who sent you here, Silent? I need to know. Was I a recommend? There's no way Twitch is going to recommend me. Element of the... Yeah, okay, so... Farm gear and currencies. I agree, Luke. Then I'm going to make a bear. And I'm going to play slow, full clear, and I'm going to use trade heavily. That is the plan for the next league. And that's basically what I'm working on now. Okay? Okay, Silent. Don't tell me. I don't want to know. Don't stop now. Look, guys. I didn't know you could do this. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm playing a video game here. I'm gaming. Hello. Just wait till I get Calamity and Rampage. Just wait. It's gonna be a while. Checkpoint. I don't know about this. 5 more rooms to go, guys. How could anyone not like the bear? Do you know when this league launched, all these streamers started playing Druid and Bear?
Let's get ready to rumble!
That's right. You like the ending? It's like a DJ spinning records. What's this guy's problem? You better give me something.
Balance restored.
Damn. Dude's got an attitude problem. Silent. Do you stream? Why would you be jealous of someone's voice? Do you stream? Discord. Oh, okay, I got it. Oh, I didn't know, like, so, like, in my Discord, I just have a category where people are streaming. So when Akili streams, it shows the category, but it doesn't actually show the stream. So, yeah. Hey now. So I learned something today. You can take the goodies, you don't have to use them right away. I'll be damned. What I am going to eventually do is, and this is good for everyone, even if you're a pro at this game, it's good for you, because what you want more people to play the game that you like, so that the game is successful, whether you're a streamer or not. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to ultimately make a series on, and I think I'm going to call it POE 2 for Dummies. And we're talking the basic of the basics, because I see too many content creators make assumptions about what people know or don't know. So, and I'm not saying it's going to be like, take over the world kind of thing. But I think I'm going to do that. Eventually. I don't think we got a confirmation from them as to whether this league is going to stick around or not. And that's what I'm waiting to hear. Is, can I take? No, this one you have to craft. Otherwise, they would have to give me an Exalt or something, right? 2, 4, 5? Whatever. 3 more rooms to go, guys. Let's get it done. We need to get the speed there for the totems. Hey. Slow down, dude. Slow down. Oh. The ancestral boost wasn't ready. Get shit on. Dude, my mana, normally I would be like, I would have thank you for the learn. I would have mana issues, but I picked up this on my other character. So, you know. I think when I was playing this a couple weeks ago, I ended up using Clarity support gem within the Herald, but that cost 10 spirit. Did I use this one already?
Maniacs!
I don't think I have anything else. 6 is the maximum, right? So I'm envisioning the future. I'm envisioning a future where they were in your stream, banned me for giving divs from stream. Oh, wow, that's interesting. I didn't know that. I didn't know. Oh, okay. It's I think they want, I think it's because you're streaming. If you're not streaming and you're sharing loot with your friends, I'm going to assume they don't care. But using loot and doing giveaways, yeah, actually, that shop, you know, even Neverwinter, I mean, Neverwinter actually didn't seem to care too much about it. I used to purchase coal wards, and then I would do giveaways for coal wards on the stream. So I don't know, like this, so yeah, I didn't think about that. Well, the good news is that they were in your stream, so they know who you are. That's always good. Do you like the pretty explosions? I do. You just die already? Legacy remains. What's this energy shield element?
The old ways still whisper.
Ooh, chaos resist. Hey now. Give me that. What is that? Quality? Wander Scepter. Okay, we're almost done, guys. I know what you're thinking. I've never seen one man take so long to do a temple run. Welcome to my world. Even off stream, it's not much quicker than this. I'm a teetotaler. Temple complete. Well, I think I'm out of... Who cares? 2, 4, 6? 2, 4, 5? The game is so generous right now. So I'm not the only one, right? Have you guys ever just ignored temples for a while, saying, you know, I don't feel like doing it right now? You're like, you know what? I don't want to do temples right now. So I'm just gonna ignore it and wait till later. So yeah, I didn't know, like, yeah, I didn't know you couldn't just give stuff away. I really didn't think that they cared, you know. I mean, they don't seem to care about the whole economy blowing up, or people not exploiting but taking advantage of something. And in a game like this where the economy resets every league, you know, you can kind of get away with it as a company. But I didn't realize they cared so much about a streamer giving stuff away. I didn't think they cared so much. I thought they'd be like, hey, you know, if that gets more people into Twitch and blah, 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 and then maybe in the future, because Twitch works differently now. In the old days, you would get all the loot drops. When a game launched, you would get just by watching the streamer. Twitch, you know, the bean counters at Twitch are like, you know, hey, how do we monetize loot drops? And, you know, someone's like, hey, I got an idea. Let's make it to where you got to do gifted subs to get the drop. And then they're like, yeah, that's a great idea, because with gifted subs, you can't use your Prime sub. So you actually have to spend money. I say, whatever, when it comes to Twitch, if you can get away with it, anything you can get away with it. Temple complete. Let's get the frick out of here. What's this? I don't want to look at that. I have been awarded a passive point, and we're going to apply that. It's the little things. You know, I think they did a pretty cool job with this league. The mechanic. What league in Path of Exile would you say is the most involved, to where there is a huge amount of people who still don't understand it? I know the answer to that. I actually don't know the name of the league, but I know a different name that I use for it. And I will, in a moment, I will tell you what that is. Anyone new to the channel? This is gameplay, but it's gaming talk as well. And we stop and we smell the roses. We talk about things. If we get a new gem or something, we look at it. We look at the details. It's not just me flying through a video game. There's 30,000 trillion people on Twitch that do that. And they could do that if they want to. My stream is a talk show and also gameplay. 200 div giveaway. Holy shit. That'll get people in the channel. I mean, what does it matter? What does it matter? They, like, you know, they, like, I don't understand why they care. I mean, look at, like, you can view bot on Twitch. Go to Arc Raiders. Go to any category on Twitch. And everyone's view botting. And it's a feature that Twitch built in. If people want to give something away, you know, if it gets more people into the category, why not? But anyway, if that's their policy, that's fine. Look at the currency. The currency. Mom, the currency. I have a folder. What is this frickin' delirium thing? Okay, so a lot of these folders I purchased back in the POE 1 days when I thought I was going to play Path of Exile. So I have sunk costs in this game. I don't spend money on this game. But what the hell is this? Does anyone use these? Can be combined with other liquid emotions to instill amulets with notable passive points. Amulets, notable passive points. Meaning from the tree? Notables from the tree? Strange. Let the crafters worry about it. Let's get the hell out of here. I think I was looking for this dude's toolkit thing. And then we got into the temple. So I was able to stretch that out for an hour. RMT breaks laws and states. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. But we come from Neverwinter. We're used to lockboxes and all that kind of crap. You can steal your amulet. Okay. But are notables only things that you unlock through ascendancies, or is a notable just a something else, you know? Like, is this a notable? Is this a notable? Or is a notable something that you've unlocked because of the ascendancy? I don't know. Let's look. Okay, I'm going to go this. These next 2 points are going to go right here. This is next. This one, no. I think we're going to come here. I think I got to get over here. We need these. Yep, definitely. Skill speed, physical damage 30% while shapeshifted. I won't be switching, so I'm not going to be picking anything on the bear that, like, if you shapeshift recently, you know, I'm not going to be doing anything like that. The werewolf, yes, but not on the bear. I love smacking these people. I love the bear. Medium, so notable is just a medium and large point on the thing. Okay. You have a delay? Okay. Silent Tony, thanks for coming in today, though. I appreciate it. They're not having the path to it. Okay. That's pretty cool, don't you think? Pretty cool. I personally would be like... you know, using trade to get to endgame, and then if I were to stick with this game for years on end, guys, remember, we're still in early access for POE 2. We are on the ground floor. Thank you, Achilles. I'm going to heat up this water. We are on the ground floor. You content creators, gamers, we are still in early access for POE 2. You are on the ground floor of this game. 15 years from now, with your grandkid on your lap, you'll be able to tell him you were here for the early access days of Path of Exile 2. When this game launches officially, and I hope they wait another year, this is going to be one of the biggest launches in history. If they keep doing good things with POE 2, and I wouldn't launch yet. I would wait another year. They're in early access. They're making money. There's no hurry. There's no hurry.
Abominations!
Exactly.
Earthquakes!
Let's find this dude's tool chest. And then I'm going to heat up the tea. Let's keep working with this Fury of the Mountain. It's great to have an at-will power that has AoE. So I'm going to have to add, I'm going to have to add more sockets for support gems. Is he here? Hey, I did that already. Gale Play, thank you for coming in today. I did start a little bit early today. Normally, like, I would be about an hour into the stream. 1980s, I miss you so much. The decade when no one thought anything was bad for you. Have a lot of points, Gale, because that's pretty frickin' expensive. Hey now! What the hell is this? That's a quest item? Where'd that go?
FBI, open up!
Scared the hell out of me. Not that I have anything to hide, mind you. Rooster? What is that little symbol by you? Chaos? How did you get a chaos orb next to your name? Is there a TwitchCon coming up? And then Gale has something from Destiny 2. I don't know how you guys got these little icons next to your name. TwitchCon 2023 Paris? That's Blurp. Oh, is it from watching POE? Don't worry. I don't, when anyone is in chat, you'll rarely, if ever, will I try to ask you a direct question.
Blood for blood.
Because anyone, when I go into someone's chat, and I say hello, it's like, I don't want you, like, sometimes they'll be like, oh, hey, how's it going? Hey, what are you doing today? How you doing today? I'm just like, oh, you know, can I just hang out in your stream without you frickin' putting pressure on me? Now I gotta type, you know. So don't worry, I'm never gonna, like, be like, oh, hey, what do you know, what did you do today? You know, don't worry. Guys, I'm back at the beginning. Screw that frickin' thing. We have to move on. The Chaos Orb is from gifting 2 subs. Okay, got it. I'll never have that icon because I don't gift subs. I'm a cheap old bastard. Thank you, Zini. Good to see you again. So you guys gifted subs on POE to get the micro transaction, whatever that thing is. So that's great. That's like $10 or something to gifting 2 subs, I guess, unless they had a sale or something. I ain't gonna tell you how to spend your money. Okay, so we are 2553 and I'm level 17. So for the first boss, you know, I want to be level 60 for the first boss. Just kidding. Let's see if there's anything in my inventory I can rank up before we move on. Do you know what's weird? The trials. These items drop that let you do the trial. And sometimes the note on there is like, okay, you can do the trial, but you will not get any ascendancy points for it. And I thought maybe that was because I was over leveled or something like that, but I'm not so sure if that's the reason. I think it's because of what you've done already, possibly. Like if you've already done, you know, I don't know for sure. I don't know for sure. One thing I will tell you is having to do Secamus once, like through the 7 mini trials, is bad enough. Having to do it twice is pure hell. Stages to trial, 4 stages, each gives 2 points, 8 points. But yes, if you get the first 2 points, the particular item will no longer give you points because that would mean you only have to do it once through all the mini stages, the mini trials. I remember getting a item and I had to actually do it twice to get the second and the third and fourth point. Oh, it gives a swap, okay. So, and I remember going all the way through, and I just wasn't paying attention, and my honor got dropped down to nothing on the very last one. So I don't mind the Secamus. The honor is the thing that I have to worry about. So I have to farm relics. So even if I get an item that allows me to do the trial, even though I don't get ascendancy points, if there's an opportunity for relics to drop, I would probably do it so that I could farm items to resist the degradation of honor. Am I getting this right? Because it doesn't matter how powerful you are. because of the way honor works. So that is my big bugaboo, is the honor. And so using stacking relics to help with honor would be something that I would be looking to do. Now the other trial that I've done, I think it's called Chaos or something. I enjoy that trial, especially if you're overpowered, and then you don't have to worry about stuff like this. But of course they give you ailments and all this kind of crap. But if you're overpowered, you don't care. The trials are weird, again, just like the one in POE 1. If you die, in POE 1, if you die, you have to start over. But here, you lose your token, correct? So if you die on a trial here, you've lost your token, and you have to wait for another token. Did I get that correct? But yeah, honor to me was the thing, and so any relics to help with that. Yeah, honor resist and maximum honor, exactly. So they did provide a way for you to deal with the honor situation. And for me, for the bear initially, I just need 4 points. I need the first 4 points, because that gets me the guaranteed rage per second. After that, you know, I'll deal with that. But I need 4 points for sure, so I get the rage per second. I'm learning. I'm trying to learn, because what happens today doesn't matter. It's 2 years from now, you know. When this game is being played consistently by, let's say, 2 million people, because it's so good, because they've made such great changes to it. Or, you know, they continue to make it a great game. And then the knowledge we picked up, and we may get people who come in to the streams and ask a particular question, and then we'll have an answer for it. So that's what I care about, is that over time we build a knowledge base, slowly but surely. This game is going to be different a year from now and 2 years from now. And then we want to be able to, if we're streaming, help people. Because I'm going to, I think, especially also if it's on the consoles, we may be running a few million concurrent players in this game if they do it right. This game is much more accessible than POE 1, from what I can see.
This hooded one is here.
Don't care, don't care, don't care. I don't know. Do I go physical or do I go fire? Not sure.
Anything take your fancy? Till next time.
So when we have an economy reset, I'm just going to be stacking gold and just keep checking with this vendor to see if there's a better talisman until trade opens up or whatever. Okay, so now let's go to the manor. Do I have a... No, I used it.
Mortal fool!
What's funny, if there's anyone like that coming into this, like, is looking for like the druid at the very first time or whatever, and you're like, oh, I want to check out the bear. The way the bear is playing right now is not the way I will be playing it at endgame. There's 2 skills that come later on, called Rampage and Calamity. That's what those will be my main skills. I'll take that. I really should do a slap first before hitting Furious Slam. Hold on.
Be gone, foul creature!
I think there's something that's going to get me more fissures on this. Let's see. You can, yeah. You also can make currency from the items that drop. You mean just picking something up and then putting it up for sale, like this? Level 6 mace, I don't know if it's good or not, but if you really want to, like, if we were in a new league, I mean, I would probably be picking this up and seeing if there's any value of it to sell this, if we were in a new league. Oh, from the trials. What, so, I know that there's people, hold on, Haiti, I know that there's people that I heard them talking on Reddit or something to where they farm the trials. They farm the trials. What's with this ad? Why? Like, I hope you guys aren't getting ads, because I keep getting this notification. 3 minutes of ads? Yikes. I gotta go heat up this tea. For bear, I use totem. Bear fisher, yes. No, I think that's what. I think that's kind of what I'm going to be doing. Let's see. Fury of the Mountain, rapid attacks, rage, upheaval, fire pen is what I got. Shockwave Totem, Overabundance, Urgent Totems, Magnified Area, Armor Break, Urgent Totems. So they come out quicker. And Rapid Attacks, Rage, Upheaval. Let's look at Upheaval. If I can see it. I don't have any support gems. But maybe Upheaval adds more, I don't know. But that's what I did too. I was using totems and now... And like the fishers, right? Like... But I forgot what else I was doing. So here's a totem. The fishers that come out. But I think there was something that added more fishers or something. And it does reduce damage. So I'm just doing a bunch of stuff until I got to Calamity and Rampage. And then everything changed for me. Then I'm just chasing maximum rage. And slow consumption of rage as well in the passive tree. Don't stand in the goop. Let me heat this up and I'll be back in a minute. I don't know how long I've been streaming. Where do I actually see that? Let's look. 2 hours and 35 minutes. Not bad. I know there's some people that stream many hours, and I just can't do that. But We'll run this further. I'll be back in a minute. Doesn't Achilles usually stream around this time? Is he on break? I have to get the totems. I need to get urgent totems because they're coming out so slow.
This was dead.
Yes. Ooh, level 5. Hello. Let's go. Definitely Furious Slam.
Furious Slam.
This is attack damage. 145 to 158. I'll take it. Oh, you're getting ready to start? Okay. I'll attempt to raid when I'm done. Get... Ooh, nice, another level. I don't want to stream too many hours because it feels like it's a job. I don't want to do that again. I remember back in the old days. There was a time during Neverwinter when I would stream 3 hours in the morning, go to the gym, have lunch, and then come back and stream again in the afternoon. I was younger then, so I'm thinking like, I can't do that anymore. I think what I would be doing now is, if I really want to get into it, I would be streaming in the morning, and then I would be working on videos in the afternoon. That would be the thing to do. If I were to do this again, that's what I would do. Yeah, how's it going, Cosmic? It's been more than 2 years since I streamed, and I started again yesterday. And when I stopped streaming 2 years ago, I'm like, they're just like, why should I stream anymore? I'm only got so much time left in life, That's at my age. So I was pretty much thinking, maybe that's it. But I think it's like this. Once you're a streamer, you're always a streamer. Even if you're quit for years. It's a bug. There's a bug. It's called the streamer bug. It's when someone actually comes into your channel and says something. And as a streamer, you're like, that's like a drug, When people actually show up to your stream, it is like a drug. And just like if you are hooked on cigarettes and you quit, 20 years later, you still remember, you still miss it. So once you're a streamer and you get the streamer bug, you never get rid of it. Uh-oh. It's lagging. It's lagging.
Blood for blood.
I think we got a memory leak in the game. Yeah. You came last week, okay. Yeah. So over the last 2 years, I lost 300 followers on Twitch. But who knows, most of my followers were from the old Neverwinter days. Man, the range is really good on that slam. So I'm a huge face tanker, so again, another reason why I have to play the Druid and the Bear, and I gotta get tanky, because I am a face tanker for sure. Bad micro skills. After Neverwinter came back 7 months ago, yeah. Wait a minute. See, I'm trying to think back now. I know that when I was streaming, I was running Tong with Achilles. And did he stream back then? I don't even remember. It's been so long. But definitely long breaks when you're playing No Man's Sky or Satisfactory. Okay, yeah, definitely. I remember the early days of No Man's Sky. It was a pretty rough game back then. I look back on it now and I realize how, I used to stream a lot. I was streaming Warframe and, you know, Satisfactory every day, every day. Let's go get this checkpoint. $18, yeah. I don't think there's any reason to do a full clear here. Let's get inside. Nice and warm inside. Oh, the last 1 or 2 years. 200, yeah, it's...
The wolf's reckoning draws near.
Like 2000, for Twitch. 2016, 15, 16 was a pretty good time to stream. Neverwinter. And YouTube actually always did better than Twitch when it came to Neverwinter for some reason. Some of the YouTube content creators for Neverwinter really did build up their channels nicely. Give me that. 20% attack damage. These other nodes I'll pick strength where I can, because at least you get HP for the strength, unless I need the stat because of some gear requirement. I don't even know if this is worth it. Maybe take this off eventually. I'm not sure if this is worth it. These things here. Definitely going to be stacking a lot of armor. Dude, just smacking things and just... It's just so much fun. Yeah, Willsalot still streams. He's really, really into the car racing game thing. And Satisfactory, I mean, I played so... That's the game I played the most. It's Neverwinter and Satisfactory are the top two for me. I'm not talking about streaming, just talking about playing.
Monstrous wretch!
Now, interesting about No Man's Sky. There was an update for No Man's Sky, and it was like, you know, if you surf, you're looking to catch a wave, you're trying to ride a wave, right? Well, there was a particular release for No Man's Sky that nothing has matched it since, where Twitch did so well, like so well, and they had loot drops in this particular thing. So I had just started playing No Man's Sky when this thing dropped. And like, we had so many viewers coming in. A lot of it was for the loot drops, but that was the most popular release for No Man's Sky. This was years ago. I gotta get urgent totems for sure. And I'm just going to take all my gems and just add a third slot on them for support. What we are doing, to be honest with you, is I'm actually practicing for the next league, to be honest with you. I'll be very honest with you. I've already taken a bear to tier 1 maps, but I'm trying to do everything over again to practice for the next league, so that I have some kind of strategy with a new economy. So it just shows you, like, ARPGs, and even though I'm so slow at these things, a new league comes out and 2 weeks later a lot of people are like, I'm not going to say they're running out of things to do, because there's multiple classes. And keep in mind, new classes are coming. So if POE 2 continues to improve and keep the game with the complexity, but also make sure that it is accessible, this is going to be like, I think, like, if you look at the last decade and the dominance that POE 1 had in the last decade, they have an opportunity to dominate this decade with POE 2. They do. Let's see how it goes. If they continue to make the right decisions, you know. Yeah, Gail remembers, and I was going to bring that up. I would leave the stream running 24/7, which Twitch doesn't like anymore. And there was 150 viewers in there, and they were just typing things like, "Thank you for doing this," so that they could get the loot drops. Good memory there, Gail. Yep. I was going to rush the campaign, sell endgame stuff when they're overpriced. There you go. Everyone's got their way. How's it going, Torin? I remember you. Good to see you again. What is this? What is your Raging Wolf helm? So you guys, is this all POE 2 related stuff? Are there really that many people I know playing POE 2? Is Raging Wolf helm from Path of Exile? Is this, do I get a buff here?
First one.
Get down here. I need to talk to you. Get down here.
First ones, hear our laments. Sanity recedes ever further into the dark. Shadows hover above us, in the corners, watching and waiting. What sickness has come among us that so unsettles our minds?
Corruption breathes life where none should be.
It's all about the weapon, guys. Oh, it's Elden Ring. Okay, okay. What do I know? I don't play those kind of games. Ooh, plus 20 to maximum life. Okay. One thing I will guarantee you is that I do not do, and that is I don't rush to endgame. And it's not because... And there's reasons. There's reasons. And my lack of skill has a lot to do with it. It's nice to have an AoE on your little at-will here.
Misshapen filth!
Now, what's unfortunate is... What is very unfortunate is Diablo 4. Because a game like this needs competition. And there really is no competition. I'm very disappointed in Diablo 4. That, like, by now, you know, it's still a game that I just don't want to play. Let's see, there should be... Oh, I gotta go over here. Across the platform.
Such a wee man to cast such a shadow.
Now they have stairs here, but unfortunately they don't have a waypoint. Damn, that hurts. happened to Orbs of Alchemy? They used to be so valuable. People don't seem to care so much. Or maybe they do. Upgrades are normal to a magic with 4 random modifiers? That seems pretty good. Yeah, I don't see myself ever touching Diablo 4 again. I just don't, unless they have to rebuild the game from the ground up. And I don't know, man. There are some games I just can't put my finger on it. It's just I don't feel any enjoyment playing Diablo 4. Oh, Winter Festival. Yeah, let's go. Let's go, man. Winter Festival. It's over. Freaking Winter Festival. Oh, man, the amount of hours we used to grind that thing. That was crazy, man. Those are some good times. So, log in. You're still playing the game. Sounds like. Give me that old-time religion. So what do you guys think? Oop. How many different chats do I have open? I can't believe you're still playing. Dailies? Are you getting your key every day? I'm pretty much going to guarantee you that when Classic comes out, your Zen is not going to come over. It's going to be a completely separate economy. Because they want to make money. If Classic comes out. But I'm glad some people are still playing. It's cool. I'm almost glad New World is not here. Because I was going to stream New World in my comeback. And I don't want to. I don't really like the game that much. I'm glad I've found something I can do here in POE 2. Let's see. I think we're about 3 hours. I'm gonna go jogging. I don't think Achilles is streaming. So, no raid or anything like that. Yeah. So I'm going to leave this like this, so that on the next stream, I will do Act 1 boss on stream, so you can watch the derpage. And then we'll continue from there. And gaming talk as always. It's day 2. I feel pretty good. Pretty good? Okay. So I'm just going to let it go. Guys, make sure to follow Achilles. Definitely POE2. If you're POE2, I would recommend following Achilles for sure. Even if you're not. So I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good coming back. And thank you. It was like my excitement is like this morning. I have the stream starting soon, and a couple of people within a minute, I don't know if it was log in and someone else saying hey, and then they're playing sound alerts and stuff, and that's what keeps me going, you know. That's what keeps me going. I just don't know, and I'm just going to talk personal. If I only had 1 or 2 viewers every time I stream, I would not be streaming. And I just see thousands and thousands of people streaming on Twitch to 1 or 2 viewers. And like, you didn't hear me say this, because I'm just telling you what goes on in the back of my mind, because I don't like to tell people what to do. Go get a part-time job at McDonald's. Go to night school. You're wasting your time. If you work at a job and you come home and you're just going to stream every night to 2 people, and again, I'm not going to tell you what to do. If you enjoy it, do it. But if you want my advice, go to night school and learn something. Learn something. Go get a second job. You're wasting your time. If you think that all you have to do is stream 15 hours a day and you'll eventually get there. Again, I don't tell people what to do. I'm just telling you what's on the back of my mind, because because you people show up. If without anyone showing up, there is absolutely no reason to stream. None. So you guys come in and say thank you for streaming. No. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Thank you guys. Thanks Achilles for the help. Thank you guys for coming in, and hope to see you again on the next stream, whenever that is. Thank you guys. Thanks Ka. Thank you guys for coming in today. I appreciate it. Really do.